Hello everyone, and welcome back to Humankind. I'm very excited today, celebrating 12,000 subscribers, and we are playing this map down the bottom here. It's called Very Small Earth, okay? It's a little bit of a meme map, but I would encourage you to stick around for the journey. I'm going to be playing on max difficulty, of course, Humankind, normal pace, one competitor, and unfortunately I haven't been able to get my G2G to sync again, so we're going to be using this guy who is a cruel militarist who gets cheaper outposts, more frequent outposts, and they tend to space out their outposts. I figure that's kind of a fun opponent for what is otherwise going to be a very small map. A very small map. Good to see you, everybody. Welcome along. Sorry I didn't quite have the time to get those sorted, but I will get those G2G personas sorted for next time. Anyway, let's talk about the map. So it is a custom map. The link is in the description if you would like to download it. I didn't make it. I don't know the person who made it. It hasn't received many downloads, but maybe it'll get a few more after this. Either way, there is a link in the description for the map download and also for a little tutorial if you want to play that. Anyway, we are here today celebrating live 12,000 subscribers on this True Earth, this tiny True Earth map. A very warm welcome to everybody who's joining me live. Think, Huck, Gareth, Octopus, Tinker, Pete, Liam, Y, Justin, Devilish, Dingle Doog. Yes, this is a tiny map. It is a tiny map. And Devilish kicking us off right with a $1.99 super chat says, I'm here for the memes. Looks like a promising game. Yes, indeed. This is a meme game. We love to play meme games on our subscriber celebrations, and this feels like a really great one to do just that. So, let's have a look at this world. I'm assuming we've spawned in Africa. I have no way to prove it, but it looks like it. I'm very curious to see. I think this is Egypt. It looks like it. You have to remember, this is a very... Look at how small this map... What is going on with these borders? Whoa. Look at this. Has anybody ever played a tiny map in Humankind before? I really hope not. But anyway, here it is. Oh, welcome along, Chaotic. Good to see you. Good to see you. And yes, the subscribers will be choosing my cultures today, just to make this challenge a little bit more meme-worthy. Not only are we playing on a tiny Earth map, but also I figure... why not let you guys decide? And I will put no preconditions over it, by the way. None. Literally none. We will go through. I will pick out a couple that you guys seem to be talking about a lot. Seeing people talking about the Ancient Era one already. And then you guys can decide. We'll decide via polls, probably. Seems like the fairest way to do it. Anyway, let's crack straight in. Normal pacing. I'm having to get my head around that because last time we were playing on slow. And now it is taking a little bit longer than I would like. Let's separate the boys. We have literally already made it to the top of the world. What is going on? Oh, Star Heels, thank you so much for a $10 super chat. Star Heels says simply, love the map. Have you played it before, Star Heels? I wonder. New subscriber, what's up? What's up, Winter Oz? Good to see ya. Good to see you, friend. Okay. It's unfortunate that I couldn't cram this map full of a whole load more players. Although, maybe it's thankful that I didn't, because it looks like we have already found... Yep, we've already found foreign borders. Okay. Brilliant. Welcome to the meme. I guess I want to try and squeeze them onto that side of the world. Which means... Probably want to take this territory. Right? Let's just found that right there. Brilliant. Let's send this unit off to what I'm assuming is going to be Europe. Welcome to Europe. My goodness, it's tiny. Is this Gibraltar? I feel like this is Gibraltar. Yeah, so we've just settled in Russia. Oh, and we've managed to hoover up this wonder, which actually gives a little bit of food, which is unusual. Although it looks like it's actually just that tile. So takesies backsies. Either way, we're going to get the 5 influence, which is nice. What happened yesterday? I stepped away for 20 minutes and we ended the stream. We lost yesterday's stream. We will return to that challenge, don't you worry. But not today. Today I feel like a little bit of true earth action to celebrate 12,000 subscribers. 12,000 I feel like is one of the nice 1,000 numbers to celebrate as far as 1,000 numbers go. That's the Alps. Oh my goodness, it is. You're right. You're right. Gibraltar's down here. What the heck? Okay, separate these dudes out. Brilliant. Send that one up that way. Wait, what is this? Is that the UK? Surely not. Surely not. It can't be. There must be more. I know it's a tiny map, but it can't be that tiny. Right? Right? All of the thousands are nice. They are, but I find 12 a particularly nice number. Was what I meant. I mean literally the digit itself. However, you are right. Should we fight them already? No, we lose that fight. Let's not do that. But what we might do in that case is try and hook these guys up. I do want to get an outpost down here as well. The 15 production looks super nice. This would, of course, be a fantastic Joe start, but I can't do it again! UK did a Brexit on the map. The UK is connected to the mainland. Oh, you reckon this is it? I thought that would have been Scandinavia. And this would have been, like, Spain, Portugal. And then the UK would have been here. But it looks like, yeah, you're right. We're connected here somewhere. And this little blob. Look how tiny this is. Oh, I feel like we're going to be playing 2 games this stream. Okay. Brilliant. Right. So there's my 2 forward outposts. I also obviously would love to find Australia and New Zealand. But I'm not sure what size they're even going to be. I tried not to look too closely at the screenshots. And I didn't load up the map first because I wanted it to be a surprise. I think we should probably reconnect these dudes. Brilliant. My goodness, it is a small A55 map. Octopus, you're right. Wales is too small for its own tile. Oh, Wales, come on. What are we versing here? A grizzly bear. Okay. The fight of a century. I think this will be a fairly easy one. This fight, that is, should be a fairly easy one. Brilliant. Okay, how are we doing on the fame game? We are in 2nd. Look out, world. If I lose this game, I'm going to be somewhat annoyed. It'd be fair to say. I'm going to be somewhat annoyed. Egypt looks like a great spot for the capital. Yeah, we should probably move back around there, eh? I think we should. Tiny maps are not worth it. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of fun. A bit of fun, Octopus. Everyone needs a de-stressor game every now and again, and this feels like a good one. Although on Humankind difficulty, I don't expect it to be a super easy victory. Hey! Think Protos! Thank you so much! Woo! For the €12 super chat. Just hi and good stream for everybody. GZ for 12k of us. I know, how good! 12,000 of us! We're multiplying at unprecedented rates. Incredible. And I do note that it is time for you to choose a culture. So, those of you who are here early on, you literally have like 5 territories. It's time to choose. And I imagine we could even get first dibs. Get out of town. Who should I include in the poll? Who should I include in the poll? Who do you want me to see? I feel like we choose off-meta cultures for this run. I feel like that probably has to be a given. That doesn't mean that they can't be synergetic. But we should probably choose off-meta cultures. Who do you want? Egypt if I settle Egypt. The Mycenaeans? Go for the quick victory. Get this over and done with. The Olmecs. Egypt. The Olmecs. I spawned in Egypt. Egypt start, Egypt finish. Olmecs, Hittites, Olmec. Alright, let's go. I'm seeing Egypt. EGYPT. It's not off meta, but if that's what you want to play, I'll allow it. Olmecs seem to be voted a lot. And then I guess the Hittites. Sure. Alright. Alright, you early birds. Thank you so much for tuning in nice and early with me today. I wonder if this off-meta stream will get to 100 likes. Let's see if we can do it. So far, we're about halfway there. Tiny world domination pathway. We deserve some Olmec gameplay after yesterday, says Azriel. Alright, let you vote. Let you vote. Thank you, Jacob. Egyptians. Thank you, Jacob. It's an absolute pleasure. 12,000 subscribers. How about it? Let's continue to explore through the Indian subcontinent, which is relatively small on this map. Go figure. And you, my friend, can even take out the sanctuary that turn. Absolutely brilliant. This is actually a reasonable start for us. We'll obviously hang around to complete the Neolithic era. There's no super rush, right? So, I'll go remind me later while you guys get your votes in. The Olmecs absolutely receiving the votes that they deserve. Olmecs, the absolute meme on the channel. For those unfamiliar or perhaps tuning in today for the first time. Olmecs or die trying.
Time to see what happens when foreign cultures get together and decide to murder each other.
City defense, +2 science, or 5 food. Let's go 5 food. And maybe we do settle that Egyptian territory anyway, even though we don't super need it. Although this European one is juicy. Woof. Might leave a unit there. Channel members, I posted yesterday on the channel community page with a link to the Discord. If you are a channel member and you would like to join the Discord, check out the community page on the channel. I posted there just a few hours ago, really. Feels like yesterday. It was yesterday for me. Okay. Looks like we're moving through into Southeast Asia, where the opponent does have a territory set up. Feel a bit mean for picking on them already. But it has to be done. The quickest world domination ever. And then we'll move on. No, come on, don't be like that. Brilliant. Snake our way around there and grab that one. And might actually send someone back to Europe to grab those other ones. This territory's coming online. This territory's coming online. There's another discovery. Might just put those guys on auto-explore. Just rain on the AI's parade. Absolutely love it. Vote for the Olmecs, guys. Olmecs are traitors. Oh, Egypt takes the lead. How about it? Oh, man. People want to see the Egyptian gameplay on the Egypt start. I mean, you can't fault that, I suppose. You got to admire the synergies. I can't believe that the Olmecs aren't winning that vote, though. That is super surprising to me. Okay. Right, so here's our legacy trait. We don't usually choose the +1 science per pop. And I feel like we should. So, let's go +1 science, just for a change. I always fall behind on the old science game. I feel like it looks like we're playing Egypt because you guys have voted Egypt. So, so I definitely don't need to go for the production one this time. I think we can forego that. We finally had Olmecs. I know, your one chance to play the Olmecs, and you went and squandered it. Democracy lets me down again. Olmec or we stage a coup? God, that's a big mood. That's about to be pillaged. Wait, is that their only outpost? Well, that's a bit awkward. Do I have to, like, let them take something? What happens if I just fight them now? Let's just see if we can just do them. It's not an advantageous fight, but we can probably just outnumber them, right? Do they respawn with 4 dudes as well? Or are they just out? Maybe they're just out. Oh, this is incredible. Neolithic era victory screen? Question mark? We'll just end that round there. Because we definitely have reinforcements who can sweep in here. Let's place down an outpost along the Nile. That looks good. You can go that way and continue to explore, like, Vietnam et al. Here's 4 dudes that can come in after we get organized warfare, but not before. Hunnic Horde. Egypt gang. We need this. It's a draw. Now what happens? Turn 13. Total victory. Do they come back? Or are we just done here? Maybe they had someone else. They can't have, though. Unless they're hiding right up here. There's no world left. Right? Let's have a look. A little bit of food here. These berries. Oh, well, look, we laid eyes on Australia. How about that? Brilliant. Okay, let's end that turn. No, the game is still going. The game is still going. I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness. Namarath. Wow, thank you so much. That is such a generous donation. You are awesome. For the €25 donation, Namarath says, congratulations on hitting 12,000 subscribers. Next stop 120k. Oh my goodness, that would make us only 10% of the way there. Jeepers. See you in 20 years. See you in 20 years, Namarath. Thank you so much though. Honestly, I super appreciate that. Oh, Singular Kakapo as well, ticking over 2 months. Says settle Aotearoa, please. Yeah, that would be good. That would be absolutely fantastic. And Scott Nicholson, who is a megapixel. We are not mucking around, Scott. You absolute legend. 2 months worth of megapixels. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. You guys are awesome. Okay, right, who do we vote for? Man, look at that. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to end the vote there, and it looks like the Egyptians have won it out. I'm not probably going to be able to get all of my stars unless I really start fighting a lot of people. So I guess I'll do that. Absolutely. Just brutal. Surrounded on all sides. Aotearoa is such a fun word. It is, isn't it? Transcend only? Well, I mean... Oh no, look, they've got an outpost back. Amazing. Let's continue to bully them. Or do I spare them? I feel like I just keep bullying them, right? They're dreadful attacks, but I don't even care because they're so good. Another one bites the dust. Da, da, da. Another one down. Absolutely brilliant. Let's send the healed dude over here, though. Great. Step onto this river. Feels bad. We might lose a unit here, but honestly, these are the costs of war. No culture win. Need runoff voting. I would have listed Olmec as second choice after Hittites. Yes, it would be nice if we had runoff voting, wouldn't it? We need a better voting system. Go figure. Sure, we'll pillage the sanctuary, because why not? Now I'm really torn. What do I do? What did the poll finish up as? 50% Egypt, 36% Olmecs, and a measly 13% for the Hittites. It wasn't really even close. Yeah, even with a runoff, Egypt would still have won. Even if everybody who chose everything else. I mean, in theory, everybody's second choice could have been the Olmecs. So in a proportional voting system, the Olmecs could have won that still. Because that's how a proportional voting system works. But it would be pretty tough. Be pretty tough on those numbers. Be pretty tough on those numbers. Like, nearly impossible, in fact. But I'm no mathematician or pollster. So I couldn't really say too much. Okay, now they must be gone, right? Like, do they respawn because they're the only player? Is that how Humankind handles this? I don't know. I do sort of want to take this territory. But also, I guess I just need dudes over that way. Oh, Carl's SG1! Welcome to the mini pixels, friend. Great to have you on board. It does appear as though they just keep getting free units for no reason. Doesn't it? Like, I can destroy them as much as I like, but they do seem to just keep coming back. But it's not doing them any good. Do I need to be, like, over the fog of war or something? I don't know. How do you squish someone entirely out of the game? Either way, I think it is time for us to choose our culture. I think you can't die in the Neolithic era. It's, yeah, I knew that we couldn't as the player. I didn't realize that the AI couldn't either. That feels weird to me. Like, surely we just let them go. Advance to the next stage. Alright, let's do it. And you guys voted for the Egyptians. One day we'll play the Olmecs, but it's not today. 50% of players voted for the Egyptians, so it is the 50% that I will go with. I hope you're happy. You've let the team down again, just to let you know. You've let the team down again. What's down here? Absolutely nothing. Well, the bottom of Africa, I suppose.
Challenges of a...
Egyptian traders. Keep them in the Neolithic era until you trigger an in-game win. You can kill people in the Neolithic. You can fight people. Koano, thank you so much for the €5 super chat. Koano says, easy military stars. They respawn forever until you put a unit on top of the spawn. How good. Hey, Cyclone, good to see ya. 5 out of 10 dentists prefer Egypt. We surveyed 10 dentists. You won't believe what they found. Okay, seeing as we are playing as Egypt, let's make this one our capital. I like that a lot. Do we have enough influence to get the double city play? No, we didn't quite muck around that long. We could do the instant attach, though. Probably not good for my stability. Although, questionably, we don't really need the pottery workshop. Like, we're getting 9 per turn. Let's get our pyramids down first. And what do they benefit from? It is just Maker's Quarters. +3 industry per adjacent Maker's Quarter. Yeah, so the adjacency is fairly important. However, the innate bonus of being on this tile is worth a lot more, perhaps, than future adjacencies. And these tiles have got literally nothing on them. I'm actually not too worried about entirely min-maxing, so I'm just going to place it there for the immediate gain. The immediate yield gain. And I think we can fight this guy for a bit of gold, so let's do that. Good move, kid. Olmec gang was here. Snitches get stitches. If we reroll, then we must play the Olmecs no voting. It's so weird who's available and who is not. Olmecs are the best culture. Changed my mind. Imagine thinking the Olmecs are the best culture. Imagine. What is this big woolly dude doing? Come on! Get out of here! How good? Okay. Brilliant. It's time for us to choose a religion, so let's grab one of those. What would we like to name it? The choice is yours. And... we'll just keep ransacking this, I suppose. Where's another territory I've not claimed? I suppose the one down south of it. Let's go down to Vietnam and claim that. That'll be good for when we get 3-masted ship online, which feels like it's going to be forever. Let's get domestication and calendar. 2 vitally important ones. Oh, look. I stopped ransacking to come down here and fight them. How brilliant. What a noob. They've stepped out into a dangerous position. Let's shield the guy on the river and fight with the guy there. Maybe we can push that aggression now. You bet your backside we can. Absolutely brilliant. Hello? Fight me? Next turn. Okay, now I have to get back to ransacking. Because I accidentally disbanded that ransack. Name the religion Olmecs. Oh, that feels like a good compromise, doesn't it? That feels like a reasonable compromise. I'll allow that. Played the Huns today and the Horde was amazing. Oh, Huck! What did you super chat? Huck with a very generous $10 super chat. I will read your message on Discord after this, by the way, Huck. I saw your message before the stream started, sorry. I got a couple of things to check on there from Overnight. Oh, whoops, I'm accidentally naming it after Huck. Huck says, with a $10 super chat, the capital has to be... Egypt, bad choice, Olmec, best. That feels... feels bad, man. Alright, it's done. Oh, unfortunately, I couldn't quite fit the T on the end of best. Olmec Bess? Olmec Bessie had a farm? Okay, fine. There we go. How do you like me now? We'll just go with the classic. +5 influence and -20% attach outpost cost. Yeah, maybe we go with the mega city this time. We could probably go 1 world, 1 city. But let's go create first, because we're going to be creating before we attach, right? We can probably swap that over midway through. And you want to go back. Look at all of these resources in this territory. Go, Europe. Ugh. Amazing. Okay. And you can get back to business. Thank you kindly. I feel like we probably don't need 4 dudes hanging around down here, because this is fairly safe. So let's send the 3 dudes up to fight, because we need some reinforcements. And then we'll just position this dude literally just sitting there in the middle of Africa. Seeing the start makes me want canals in the game. Oh, yeah. What the heck, Olmec gang all night. Oh, how good. Oh. Somebody's got a couple of extra units now. Go you! Peter R! Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Pete. Oh, not Pete. A different Pete. Peter! Thank you, Peter! I appreciate it. What's our cost here? 70 influence! Throw me a freaking bone here! I just want to take this Southern Territory, for goodness sake. Or do I want to take this one from them? Maybe I do. Because they're just going to keep settling it otherwise, which is super annoying. Oh yes, our religion. Right. Naming it after Olmec gang. For Egypt. 17 influence. Feels good? Or bad? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't even have a pottery barn, so I guess that's pretty good. My gold is floundering about as well, but that's fine. Let's send these units through that way. Lovely. And they have, of course, established their outpost here yet again. This mammoth is just blocking me like there's no tomorrow. Ignore the rabble. Absolutely ignore the rabble. PC update. Yeah, it was a faulty graphics card. Allegedly not an issue on my part, Pete. And they are going to replace that for me. But supply is an issue. Supply is an issue. Let's go stability. Are you proud of me, Gareth? Let's go stability here for the... Spend the gold to get that online. Brilliant. And yet again, we have kind of someone who's a bit annoying. Let's merge these up into an army of 4 and heal that one. So now we've got 4 fully healed boys who can hopefully just sort of... Oh, do not separate from each other. How dare you? I can hopefully just march down here and cause a bit of wuckus again. Will they ever settle? I really hope not. Oh dear. They have done a good job at pinning me down here though. I might actually lose this. In fact, we probably will. We're dealing a lot more than we're taking though, so we'll just sort of stall them out. They can only fight me at a 1v1. Now I'm stuck on the low ground though. Ah, that'll cost me. Well played, AI. Your the fact that you were invincible was very helpful for you. Okay, let's ransack this again. 2 turns. They'll hopefully be kept busy. Too busy to come and get me. Did you play New World? No, I did not. I have not bought New World. I didn't buy it. I talked about it a bit on Twitter with a few of you guys, and the consensus was it was pretty fun, but maybe not worth a go, particularly where time is limited. Where time is a very limited resource. Do we just want to smash out some industry here before we get our holy site? I think so. Let's just get a nice little industrial hub, and then queue up some of those. While we're waiting... I think we can probably hook some of these up in other territories too. Om nom nom! What I might do after I ransack this is just immediately claim this, because that will leave them in a really difficult spot. Wow, it was a fantastic territory too! Okay, here they come. Sprawling out. Oh look, okay, so we've forced them down to Vietnam, which I think is hilarious. It's going to be a difficult capture, though, is the only thing. Going to be kind of a difficult capture. I mean, not the end of the world, but a little tricky, right? What's up, Gustal Beats? Is anyone going to do trick-or-treating? Oh my goodness, Halloween. I bought it, spent 300 hours in queue, played 3 and the server crashed. No! Let them settle and then kill them. Yeah, well, we've forced them down into a fairly bad settle location. So that's a good start. Let's try and herd them down in there, if we can. Connect up those horsies. Absolutely fantastic in every way. What have we got here? Money for science or industry? Let's pay for some industry. That is fantastic. Tempting to attach this up now. Let's do it. Why not? We got cash to burn, baby. And then we'll put down our pyramids there, of course. Wonderful. And maybe because the AI is right there and being a little bit aggro, I think we'll go city defense, right? Get the warriors. Get the warriors. All the information on the map is always in the description. If anybody's tuning in wondering how many players, what's the difficulty, yada yada yada, it's always there. And then there's like the one time where it's not. I'm pretty sure it's there. Right. Just gonna keep scaring off these guys, chase them down through my land. I don't think there are any territory. Oh, they could actually claim Europe from me, and that would be kind of awkward. So let's quickly smash that down. Oh my goodness, and they were right there too. How did you get up there? Why are you spreading like a little plague across the earth right now? Let's go carpentry and then bronze. Actually, let's go bronze working first. Let's go bronze working first. Unbelievable. The audacity. The audacity of that settle is ridiculous. Yeah, we can take that, even though they're on the high ground. Yeah, see, they were like, ah! Oh, Jonathan, welcome to the JumboPixels. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. So many new members today. I really appreciate that, that little bit of regularity. Thank you so much. You are awesome. JumboPixels as well. We're not mucking around. Absolutely zero mucks were given. I would like to get these discoveries, actually. But let's continue to push this aggression. Right? Just need to keep chasing down these units. Shame we weren't playing the Hittites. We'd actually be able to make reasonable use of what is traditionally not a great culture. Let's get through onto the flag. And then attack from the river like an absolute moron. But then go for the triple. No mucks. No holy sites down in your first to tier 2 faith? What the heck difficulty are you playing on? Because, I mean, anything's possible on a lower difficulty. But if you're playing on a higher difficulty, that is very surprising. Right, there's another unit swallowed up. Egypt, bad choice. Olmecs Bess is doing a reasonable job at getting its highly productive base online. Here come 3 units to harass me. I might harass them first. Get away from my city! Grab that discovery. A little bit of cheeky gold. Brilliant. In fact, we can get 2 in 1 turn. What is that? More gold. Lovely stuff. We probably don't even need to manually resolve these battles, but I've been burnt before. So, I'll do it. It'd be nice to get you off the river, even though it's still on low ground. Just being on that river is a bit meh. And what we might do is focus fire on that one unit, and then just defend with that other one. These are not favourable attacks for us, so we're going to try and use our numbers to our advantage. Until we can get up onto that position. Brilliant. Then we might run you away, because you're a bit weak. Nice. We'll run straight back through and repeat the same thing again. Just heal up behind the strong dude. Why are tiny maps even a thing? Looks boring F. Well, rip me. Oh, rip me. I like the fact that we have variety. I think if they weren't a thing, it would be bad, to be honest. But hey, maybe that's just me. Let's run away from this bear. No, thank you. Absolutely not. You're right, it's certainly a different experience, though. I'll paraphrase you and pretend like that's what you said. Let's heal up these boys. It's a small price to pay for good health. And do I have... What? How dare you? Honestly. So now they've got Vietnam and South Africa from me. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's get that online. There's my builder star. Some to do here too. Om nom nom.
Come over here.
YouTube asks you to rate ad quality. You should have said fantastic. I love them. I guess we just send these boys to where they need to be, which is like probably over here because I don't know what this is gonna be. And we need to try and squash this quite quickly too. So let's just do that. Scare them off. Push the aggression. Try and remove this outpost. Literally just gonna nip this threat in the bud before it becomes anything too serious. What? Why would these bears attack me? Can't you see I'm busy? Yeah.
For your family. No mercy. Now.
Stabbity, stabbity, stabbers. Yeah, get off that high ground, you foolish bear. Honestly.
No fear.
Ugh, well, that was a quick detour from the main goal, which is to just try and prevent any settles so that we can be alright. Try and move around the back of this unit. Not that it really matters, because we're going to sweep it up anyway. Om nom nom. Fantastic stuff. I'm like, Jumbo! Honestly. Legitimately never tried tiny maps. Yeah. I mean, it's certainly a different experience. Right. Common squatter buffs, absolutely not. Army composition, we're doing so much fighting, I should have bought that a long time ago.
People shouldn't have to do it.
And now we've got the Darkest Depths, which I love. I think we smash out, some extra industry. We're still doing okay for stability. Let's get our religion buffed. Right there. And get that copper down too. Oh my goodness, all the freaking copper. Hello, copper! There's archers. Wondering if we can... What could I get that would help me quickly nip this person in the bud? Maybe my unique unit, right? It might be the one. Are you serious? Why is every elephant out to get me today? I'll use this time to come back and heal instead, I guess. Oops. Just gonna insta-resolve that. How confident am I? Boom. Acknowledge the Stone-Faced Killers as the new militant wing of the Olmec gang. We throw a paper plane into my precious pyramids. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, hello, Daniel. Good to see you too, friend. Elephants. Yeah, if only we had elephants. Olmecs. -5 stability, -2 science, or -80 gold. I'll just pay the gold. We're absolutely rolling in it. Speaking of rolling in it, let's roll all over that. 2 turns later. Don't mind if I do. Gonna get our super duper religion buffed in a turn as well. Would we like more forced labor? Yes. Absolutely. See you later, stability. No, but in actual fact, when it's not see you later, stability, because, it's forensic, this one as well. Because, we're about to get the holy site online. And we were first to do so. An achievement I very rarely see. So that's awesome. Let's hoover up Africa plus 27 industry. That is fantastic for a very early outpost. You don't often see yields like that. Come on, you can do it. Round you go. There we are, and you're away. Do I want to claim this one as well? Yes, because it's the last continental territory. So if I can just keep vision over this, and then hold off. How much influence do I need? 73, so we've only got literally 1 turn to wait. There's another one of their units perusing around. Actually, there's a couple. Let's chase it down before they can reinforce. Just insta-resolve that. Wonderful success. Brilliant. One of our scouts has been promoted. Come on. Come on, baby.
Other empires are nervously wondering what is being built with those.
My friends were mad that I'd spent $15.99 a month just not to see ads. Yeah, it is an interesting one. I wish that the YouTube Premium would give, like, I don't know, maybe a free membership and something else. Like, I feel like they could strengthen that system a little bit more. I feel like they could strengthen that a little bit more. I mean, it's not bad for what it is, though. And also, I believe that not that this means much to you as a consumer, but I do believe that if you have YouTube Premium, creators that you watch are generally compensated much more for your views. So, that maybe is something of interest to you. And then, of course, Spiffing Brit did that video with YouTube Premium about how if you download streams, it counts as a full view for the algorithm, which is also quite interesting. Oh yeah, you're right. It was also for YouTube Music. Yeah, true. I forget that. And actually, I know people who use YouTube Music instead of other music providers, more mainstream music providers. So that is actually a thing. Not for me. I don't, but people do. Believe it or not, people do. I should give it a try, actually. Because otherwise I'm just kind of wasting mine. Oh, look at all these discoveries. Come on, dude. Hey, it's time to choose another culture. And we've got first dibs. We've got first dibs, but I would much rather give directly. Yeah, it's a roundabout way, isn't it? Do I play the Greeks after rating them awfully C tier? Oh, dear. Who else is a bit... Okay. Throw your suggestions in the chat for who you'd like to see in a poll. I'm vibing maybe we put the Greeks, the Huns. We haven't looked at the Huns in a long time. This game is well worth getting. Yeah, I mean, I would be biased because I literally have a link that you can buy it through. But even if you didn't buy it through that link, I would say yes, absolutely. Humankind is so much fun. And you can play it through Xbox Game Pass, you can play it on Google Stadia, you can play it on Steam, and it's fantastic. If it comes to Nintendo Switch or something like that, I would be all over it. Okay, smash the like button. Oh, thank you so much, Mac. I appreciate you. We could probably make it to 100 for a little off-day stream like this, I reckon. What am I hearing? Celts, Maya, Huns, Morians, Olmecs. If only we could go back and choose another one. Okay, let's go Huns. Looks like no one really wants to see the Greeks, but I do see some Celts. So let's go Huns, Celts, and what's the next most frequent one? Maybe the Morians, looks like. Yeah, the Morians. Alright. M-A-U-R-Y-A-N-S. Transcend is Egypt. Celts will transcend. We probably won't transcend. I mean, we could, I guess, but fine, I'll add transcend as an option as well. It's going to be a very split vote this time, so each and every vote will be more impactful. We've got 4 options to consider. Let them be heard. Let them be heard. Early game's fun, late game goes too fast. I feel like Humankind is better at that 4x issue than a lot of other games. And it could just be me, but I feel like Humankind's late game is a little bit more interesting, and the way that it scales is better than the way that Civ scales. Not in terms of yields, but in terms of, I don't know, maybe time played? Question mark? I'm not quite sure actually what it is. Maybe it's the ever-changing cultures as well. Slow speed sorts it right out. Yeah, slow speed's pretty good. Slow speed is pretty decent. Let's hunt these guys down. Off you go. Where they stop, no one knows. There's no land they can even take up there. Oh, speaking of. Shoot, I spent my influence. Whoopsies! Go for Les Arbors. And put that guy on auto explore. Olmec gang goes Morian. Transcend. Ooh, the Huns are winning the vote. By quite a margin considering there's 4 points as well. Interesting. Why are they losing? You just can't win, can you? There's a silent majority of lurkers who are not commenting in the chat like CMB, Azrael, Huck, Federico, Lucas, Lit Lucky, Tinker. Not like you guys. There's a whole load of voters who are watching. I find Blitz a lot of fun, but that's... Yeah, no, Blitz... I like Blitz as well. My Let's Play, which finished up today, was on Blitz mode, and I had a really enjoyable time with it, actually. I really... How... Did anyone... I wonder how well that video performed, actually. Initially, it looked like you guys... well, in general, subscribers were super interested, but I feel like it's more super interested in episode 1, but not in the following ones. Something to bear in mind. It was a fun experiment nonetheless. Ah. I'm gonna let the AI auto-control my units here because I feel like... Yeah, I feel like it's a foregone conclusion when it's 4v2. However, we were only able to get 1 kill, which is a bit disappointing. Right, this is quite an important takedown here because... Now that we've taken this territory, there is nowhere left on the mainland. Look at Japan! There is nowhere left on the mainland for them to settle. So I don't know how this works. I don't quite know how that's going to work for them now. Are they going to be booted off to Australia? I hope so. do what the rest of the world does with their convicts. Okay, who did we vote for? 33% for the Huns. Oh, and a couple of super chats coming through. Gareth with a cheeky £2 super chat says, spend some time on Discord. Poke tongue out face. Great advice. And Giacomo... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Bielhartz with a €9.99 super chat says, sadly I have to go to sleep, but I enjoyed it so far. Keep it up. Next time, please, with the Olmecs. Yes, we will talk about next time's stream a little bit. It's a shame you have to go away and to sleep now. But thank you so much for a very generous €10 super chat. I appreciate you. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. What's he going to do with the Huns? There's no one to fight. Noah raises a very interesting point. The vote is close enough to justify a runoff. Actually, yeah, you're right. In this case, it is. So the top two, Transcendent and the Morians received no hope. The Huns and the Celts were the top two. And I do agree with Daniel that this one is a super close one. So let's do Huns versus Celts. And just throw that back in for another... a reroll runoff poll? Question mark? Let's do that. Let's throw that in. I have no one to fight as the Huns. But then, why is the game not over? Like, there must be someone to fight. We just can't see them. Let's split off these units into two separate groups and start them auto-exploring, just so that we can, just so that we can canvas the map a bit better. There they go. Ugh, they stood up on that flag, how dare they? So they seem to be spawning just in the fog of war, even though it's my territory, which is super odd. So I guess if I keep these units positioned up and around here, what probably needs to happen, I suppose, is stuff needs to merge in to start creating a super city, right? That's probably where we're going wrong. Maybe? I just don't understand, like, is the game broken now? Whoa, here they go! This is so interesting! This is basically what happened to the Neanderthals. Huns make no sense at all. Okay. I think I'm gonna let them ransack that territory, just so they can finally get a city. Can we get 5 more likes for Jumbo? Man's worth triple dig. Thank you so much. It's a weird Italy. What the F is happening? What the F is happening? So I believe what's happening is we're completely wiping them off the map, and then they're respawning as 4 units. My understanding was that these days the game only respawns you as 2 units, but clearly it is respawning them as 4. Either because they've been entirely wiped out or not. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely respawning them as 4 units. So let's get a couple of our own units now, just to increase our strength a little bit, and then allow them to actually take that territory. But we'll absolutely try and sweep up these ragtag ones, try and herd them back in. Here's our religion being upgraded, absolutely brilliant. I think we'll just go for the extra industry as like a little booster to the start of this game. Irrigation.
Now you've met the Mycenaeans.
Great success.
Let's hope
Oh my
relations go
goodness, now I've met the Mycenaeans.
well. Are rather formidable.
So, now they're the Mycenaeans, but they don't actually... They actually failed to take this territory. So if I hoover that up to the city, that's forced them off it, right? And now that they've actually taken the Mycenaeans, I believe this means that they can now perish. I believe. 65% of you voted for the Celts. So the Celts it shall be. A culture we don't often get to play. +2 food for farmers' quarters. On farmers. And +3 food for number of territories, plus some faith. 65% of voters said, let's do it. So let's absolutely do it. Declare war and moiter them. I think that's a fantastic idea. And I've got a couple of units here ready to go. So let's hoon them up this way. Kill them. Chat turns bloodthirsty immediately. Chat's eyes boil over. What does this fight look like? I feel like that's a losing fight for me, right? Yeah, it is slightly. Okay. Let's defend. I believe I don't actually have organized warfare, which was a little bit of an oversight, Moider. Buy more units. Absolutely yes. Those... Look at this ragtag army. It's got like a warrior, a scout. But they're voting wrong.
They learn their cooking from the
Chat
shows.
dictates the shortlist. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Aaron has been a member for 2 months as well. Thank you, Aaron. If you're in the chat, I believe you can do a little custom message. That is one thing, actually, that YouTube has added. Channel members now get to do, like, a little, which you've probably seen, do a little custom message once a month, as if it were a super chat, which I really like. It's little things like that that could make the world of a difference.
Over this way.
Let's see what this unique can do. The answer is absolutely brutalize the enemy and trap them over the other side of rivers. Amazing.
No mercy.
I barely even get to play with that Egyptian unique. It's so good. It is so good. Non-aggression pact! Sorry, friend, but you're going down in what it will hopefully be the quickest humankind victory of all time. Let's sweep these units down in here. Merge these ones together. And go in for the fight of all fights. I think we've got numbers to our advantage, right? Wasn't here for the first vote, those traitors created civilization. You've now unlocked the ability to die! Welcome! Speedrun time? Oh my goodness. Imagine Blitz mode speedrun on this map. How good. Okay, that's sort of dragging us through. Who was that? Noah! Denman with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Noah. Noah says, I think they had to stop ransacking you because they left the Neolithic era and would have had to declare war. Crazy game. Do you like the tiny Earth map? Ah, it could have been the war declaration. I thought it was because I attached the territory and that forced it to stop. But yeah, maybe it was a political thing. Yes. Get our unique trees down. There's a brilliant tree. That second one is juicy. Let's get that tree online. It's such a tiny earth. I know. Look at how small it is. It's so cute. Oh, Earth, you're so cute. Okay, this guy's just going to camp the flag, so we're going to actually have to send these units into their death so that we can bring the other ones through. That is literally the only point here. Right? Go, go, go!
Over this way.
It's cute. Earth time. The one city challenge. Very cute. Yeah, it is cute, isn't it? Triple digits! We did it! Not bad for an off-day stream. How good. Thank you so much to everybody who has dropped in and liked the video on your journey. I appreciate you. Go, chat! Counted 15 enemy units in one battle. Oh my goodness, like our battle yesterday with those ships. Oh, that was insane.
Follow me.
Oh, look. Oh, look, it's mine. Okay, and as we tick over here, we squeeze the last Mycenaean unit out of this map. Oh, feels bad. Let's put our Egyptian chariot archer up here, because it will just rain down arrows on it. Boom.
So nice to hear from. Too late.
I did forget to declare war,
No arguments.
so let's just quickly declare war. Head up here just to watch this in case they get some weird respawn thing off again. Maybe bring you back somewhere reasonable as well. Position you up there. Right, is that it? Have we done it? What if this map was divided territories into time zones? Hello, Griffin. Yeah, that would be fun, actually. What? They respawned again! Urgh. Okay, maybe we let them take something this time. I mean, seriously. -1 food from building that harbour. That feels bad. How does this work? How did they respawn again? Honestly, what the huck? Surely, was it because I didn't declare a formal war with them? Do I need to, like, peace out and give them a territory? Let's try that. So, they can have Iraq, okay? Let's give them Iraq. Or maybe we give them a... no, actually, let's just wait a turn. It's one option. It's one option. I don't know if it's the option, though. Maybe now that we do have a formal war declared. Feels like a bug. I feel like it's not a bug. I mean, it could be. They don't have a city, so they respawn. Yeah. So maybe I give them... Okay, are you ready for this? What we'll do first... I would quite like to thin out these units first. Nah, okay, let's just do it. Hey... Oh, fine, you got me. Ho ho ho. It was a tough fight, but you did it. Become their vassal? I can't. And I can't give them anything except become vassal. Okay, let's fight them again then. They didn't like that one bit. Combat strength. Yep. Oh, now they've retreated. Okay, here they go. Here they go. Are they going to ransack that? It looks like they are. Maybe I just let them do that. Break my economy. Just give them everything. Their war support is flailing so bad because of lack of capital. Right. Okay, let's just let them do that. Defend. Defend. Oh no! Whatever will you do? 4 turns! But then they're gonna have to settle their own, right? I think I fight them again. I think that is the right move. Just because otherwise they have to settle... Otherwise it's gonna take them a million years. But I feel like now that we have a formal war with them, we might be able to formally defeat them. Might want to ransack the tile itself. Ugh, yeah, maybe I do. Just remove it. Let's do that. Good idea. This will probably actually be faster than waiting for them to do it, right? Sure. Oh my goodness, that was a horrific fight. Just from one high ground territory. Unbelievable. These river boys are really gonna suffer though. Noish.
Come over here. For your family.
For your family, he shouts. Oh, Riffaroo. Okay, so there they go again. This time we were formally at war with them. Maybe that makes the difference. It does not.
Your presence darkens my day.
Your presence darkens my day. Okay, here come some units. Let me just help them out by ransacking this territory. I can't believe we're having to do this. Night, octopus. See you, friend. Stonehenge. Absolutely. Okay, now they're establishing a territory. Here we go. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Finally, a territory is being established. So it's a bug. It may be designed on purpose. It may not be a bug. I legitimately couldn't say. Okay, there are no units in the city, so now I can walk right in. Fantastic. That's given us cultural blessing. Obviously, pretty important for me. Great success. It may be an exploit. Yeah, there you go. Right, so we're close to winning the war. They've lost their city. They're fleeing away into the Russian tundra. Looks like they're fleeing toward another territory. Get Stonehenge in the middle of Africa. Mainly just for the memes. And now, here we go. Right, so we've won the war. We can either force them to become our vassal and prolong this nightmare. Or we can take it over. Let's take it over. Forced surrender. Absolutely brilliant. That has likely absolutely defeated them. Right? We've taken a city now. It's ours. A great way to get a free city, actually. If anybody's ever short of a city, there's a reasonable way to get one.
Your presence.
Boom. And there we go. The Mycenaeans have fallen. Amazing. I don't need leadership. Ending my turn on turn 60 on normal speed. Can you believe it? This is incredible. Wait, is it done? This is my last turn. All other empires have been vassalized. Amazing. Amazing.
First among equals.
How about it?
Among peers. Without inflating your ego too much, it must be said that you have
Oh my goodness, they did. Outstanding. How did we do? There was no competition. Fastest victory. Yeah, absolutely, Pete. A little bit cheese-tastic, but absolutely my fastest victory. GG? Question mark? Well, there you go. There you go. There really was no competition. We could look at the stats, but they tell a pretty sad story. A pretty sad story. Let's pop back to the main menu. And that will end that gameplay. So what time did that finish? Wow. That was so quick. That was so quick. What would we like to do now? A tundra map. That was a very weird game. 10, 15, Earth. Done. Okay. Tundra map. Well done. Lots of fun. I enjoyed that. Tiny maps are pointless. I don't think they're pointless. But I think we can probably turn that map off. I think we can probably turn that map off. 6 on normal was a good idea. Random continents, usually a fun time. I'll get your AI set up properly for next time. I'll try. The same thing on Blitz. Olmec related. Huge. What I would like to do, actually, and you don't have to stick around for this, but what I'm going to do is... my G2G account is sorted. What I would need to do is... 100 water. Amazing. Tiny Blitz. I'm just going to start this game. Turks into Swedes. What's wrong with the G2G? I don't know. Why are all my accounts stuffed? That's it. Yeah. Is it just my G2G? Everyone else's is working fine? Just me? Clearly it is just me. Which is a bit of a shame. I desynced it and resynced it and everything this morning. Spent about half an hour on it before the stream. How do you share your avatar? Do you mean me personally, Pete? Or how would you share yours so I can play it? If you have Twitter, the easiest way is just to tweet me the link. Yeah, by far the easiest way. Just to tweet me a link.
Delicious.
Okay, we've made it through to the new era, and we're gonna, for the meme, let's try, just quickly, let's try an Olmec run on blitz speed, humankind difficulty. Not just you, the game completely logged you out. Right, and when you log back in, did you lose everything? Like, did you... Because in my G2G, I still have all of your personas that you sent me on Twitter, thank you for that. But I don't have... Like, they're on my G2G account online, but they're not in-game for me. Olmecs. This is for you. A little bonus game here at the end, because that first gameplay wrapped up very quickly. So he does a game where he picks the last culture.
This is yours.
No, he has not. And what we'll do here is play through until at least the medieval era. No, it's synced back. Right, so it is just a me problem. That is a shame. Not quite sure even how to fix that. High food, no production. Let's go there. Right next to that sanctuary. Absolutely love it. Down here, we probably want to split these dudes up. So let's do that. Let's put one on Auto Explore to really paint the map. And then probably keep this one nearby. Actually, it's sort of difficult. We'll have to move around.
You have built a first.
So there's our first outpost. Super quick. Like, we didn't even wait in the Neolithic era for anything. We just beelined straight to the Olmecs. A good time to discuss what buffs the Olmecs could be getting in the next patch. Great idea. Yeah, so what have we got? Her district provides +1 influence per farmer's quarter and +3 food, which actually, in terms of influence generation, is quite nice. You should have a game where you pick the least voted culture. Good idea. Good luck with your study, Daniel. Good luck out there, friend. I mean, they're actually not terrible. They just don't do anything particularly sexily. The +1 influence per adjacent farmer's quarter is nice, but it's difficult to really get a lot out of that. And +1 is also not great. So I take an issue with either the generic influence gain of the Olmec head, I think, should be buffed to a +2 or a +3, or the adjacency should be tweaked a little bit. Not quite sure exactly how to tweak it, but it is a very weak adjacency bonus. And then when you combine that really with the fact that they're an aesthete culture, makes it difficult. It does make it difficult to earn your stars. So I think if you up the influence generation of their district, it could be a good way to go about it. Really simple way to go about it. Even just the base generation, if we made it a +2 or a +3, I think would go a long way to shaping what would otherwise be a reasonable enough culture. It's difficult to see the synergies with the adjacency bonuses with farmers' quarters. Maybe if it was an adjacency with a maker's quarter, it might be an indirect buff. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, Scott! After your generous day yesterday, I expected literally a big fat 0 from you today. Scott, with a very generous $30.90 Australian super chat. Scott says, "You've come so far since I joined in this wild ride. Congrats on 12,000 subscribers and a more active community. You absolutely deserve it." Well, I mean, in fairness, it is really just people like you who have helped this. It really would. Like, honestly, it has nothing to do with me. I just turn up. And do the thing. It is everyone else. Especially people like you, Scott, who have just... honestly, just been so kind and so active. But everybody in the chat right now too, right? There's 122 of you watching, and I have no doubt that it is the 122 of you who are the most supportive. The likers, the commenters, the my God, Scott! Scott, Azrael, you're right. Scott, the absolute sugar daddy time, says Lord Justinian, another regular. Scott with another $15 super chat says, "When I started, you used to microwave coffees. You had account issues and woofed all the time. Such progress you've made." I don't know if I've made issues on many of those fronts, Scott. But I appreciate it. Appreciate it nonetheless. Oh man, now I gotta dress to impress, don't I? Yeesh. Okay. Next territory to claim awkwardly has to be this one, even though this one kind of sucks. This one down to the south, though, is a little bit better. We've got a couple of ebonies, which is wonderful. I feel like settling on this river is probably a good idea, but let's try and sort of get rid of a bit of this fog of war. We will have opponents near us, so you got to hide from them as well. Scott, thank you again. Your generosity is unparalleled. Oh, and speaking of very generous people, Huck, the man, the myth, the legend, Huck Houston. How good! With a $10 super chat and hoovering it up on the cheeky Dex. I'd like to highlight that is Dex with a E-C-K-S. D-E-C-K-S. How dare you, Huck. But thank you so much, Huck, for the the cheeky $10 super chat. I appreciate that too, my friend. I really do. Go you. And look how awkward this land is. Don't you hate that when you get really pinned along the side of a territory?
Visible mark of this
It's
new
super
culture.
awkward.
I hope the style is pleasing, because it will be around for as long as
Yeah, the javelin throwers, another interesting thing about the Olmecs, right? And maybe you're right, it could just be that if their line of sight was buffed, potentially, maybe they'd be a little bit better. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, but they're actually not a bad unit. They're also quite interesting because they have the ambusher, so they're stronger in forest tiles. It's a nice follow-up from the scout, in essence. And seeing as we benefit from adjacent food districts, let's get a couple of foodie districts down on that farmer's quarter. Here is our nearest neighbor already. Yikes. I think we might settle this territory. Oh, do I want to wait a turn? I probably do. Let's do that. Oh my goodness, Peter R! Our newest channel member with a 100 sec super chat says, I also enjoy wasting money on amazing people. That is hilarious. How good. Love it. Thank you for wasting a bit of money on this random dude. How good. How good. That's going to take 15 influence. That's really not a lot. So what we can probably do is hoover that up. Let's move through here. No? Just me? Okay. There we go. Oof. Right next door to pink. Who are you?
I'm listening.
Are you a loyal, vindictive player who receives extra money and science? Okay, that's fine. Maybe we just distract them with a luxury. They've refused that proposal. Feels bad, man. I expect nothing. I expect nothing from you. All good. All good, CMB. I expect nothing. Anybody who donates is just, honestly, just blows me away with the generosity of people. It's outstanding. Honestly, it's outstanding. Helps me do what I do, which is also really nice. Really nice.
Bloody and smelly, aren't they? History may be changed.
Bloody and smelly, aren't they? The Hittites! Oh, they are smelly! Hey, Hittites, you stink. We don't really want to fight them, though, so we might just back off. Thanks for the vids, my pleasure. Alexander! Another new channel member! Welcome to the team, Alexander! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, so good. Please do join us on the Discord if you would like. The fun little community of absolute mad people there. I love it. I love it.
We've been here. It's our place.
Ooh, that is an aggro forward settle. Huge yikes, actually. I really want to take this territory. So what I'm going to do is bring an extra unit up here. We're going to need to 2v1 it. Try edit your avatar and save and resync. Good idea. Yeah, I'll try that after this. That's a great idea. Thank you. Thank you, Carls. I appreciate that. Again, this is a bit of an awkward fight, but I'm gonna have to do it. Can't even get any advantageous terrain, although I could maybe move through there. It's gonna put me on the low ground for the first strike. What a noob. But now it's gonna put him on the low ground. We got the victory there. My goodness, look at... Oh my goodness. Is the stream okay? We lost connection there for a minute. Are we okay? Could you just let me know in chat if you can still see me? Jumbo, tomorrow's payday for me. You're getting a new paying subscriber too. Go me! And go you for payday tomorrow, Durentius. Oh, and Stage. Thank you so much for that adorable super sticker. We're good? We're good. Okay, good. Looks like we just sort of temporarily lost connection, but I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We glitched out. Not you, but the stream. It was just a second. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Stage, thank you very much for that $3 super sticker. You are fantastic. And Alexander, I'm not sure if you heard it or not because the stream glitched out a bit, but thank you for becoming a member as well. I appreciate that, honestly, so much. I'm going to try and sneak back through here and claim this northern territory. We really need influence. Lucky we're playing as the Olmecs. Hoi ho hoi hoi. So the more adjacencies we get around it, the more influence we will gain, which is wonderful. I feel like we should probably collect those horses though. We can do that this turn, so that's an easy capture. Might be worth building more foodie districts here to get more influence online. And then I think we'll probably also go animal barns, because that will help boost up them a great deal. Next, I really do want to claim this 35 influence, so we can do that next turn. So let's quickly end this turn and quickly claim this territory as it turns over. Game plan, game plan, game plan. Hoover up, hoover up, hoover up. My game plan at the moment, for reasons that will become... Oh, how dare you. Dang it!
Over this way.
That is super awkward.
Let's go.
This is the worst settle ever, but I have to put it down. So I'm just going to quickly claim right on the border there. It's not even a triple border territory. It's close, though. These three are quite close. Then we've got our main city there, which is doing just fine. We can get a religion, so let's hoover that up. But yes, my game plan at the moment... so don't forget to subscribe for the Olmec gang. Oh my god, the biggest mood. My game plan at the moment is to try and get through to the medieval era as quickly as possible. We've still got huge stability here, which is wicked. So let's complete the set around this bad boy. Get the full encirclement on that. They would like to trade luxuries with me, and I'll allow that.
And we should celebrate the agreement.
Because that is a pretty good way for me to spend my gold early on.
The world comes a bit closer together, thanks to the first trade link that will bring...
The first trade link in the world! Oh my goodness, and I've just stumbled right into madness. Let's retreat out of that. Oh no, now I've been tossed around like a yo-yo. Okay. Well, that's not ideal.
Off we go.
We lose this fight. We could try and go for high ground, but it doesn't really matter. We're just going to hide in a forest and take a bit of a beating. That unit was always wishful. Always very wishful thinking out of that unit. Let's get bronze working as well. Get the copper online nice and quickly. And... we should probably go for the fast attach, I guess. Be nice if we had harbours first, but it is what it is. Yeet population out of there, yeet a population out of there, yeet some population out of there. I'm just going to spam out all my population to buff that city, and then quickly attach it up here. That will hoover some more population in there. And now we can kind of repeat the same thing again. With our unique district. Probably want it... If we put it there, we could put another one there and then get a nice double. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then maybe we make this our second city. Although for the time being, let's hoover up these luxuries. Om nom nom. Great success. This poor outpost is doing the Lord's work. Could actually probably beat that unit. Oh my goodness, why is this fight so close? Take him down! The power of the Hittites, right? The Greeks are next pick as revenge for me putting them in C tier. The C tier pick, the controversial C tier pick. How are we doing in the cap? Pretty good. Let's queue up our Oli site right next door to that city and immediately expel some population to build it. Let's expel some population to build our Olmec head as well. We're literally just going to throw people at it. I might get 2 next to that one, right? And then we'll... Oh, hello, beastie. There's some copper. And some obsidian. Great. We can also open up some more trade, probably. Oh, it's been suspended. Why? Wow. Wow. That's a lot of demands. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's queue up some walls. As a priority. Lower pop needs less food, so while using pops for buyout, you want to go for bursts of quick growth. Big pops only help when you have plus on pop tech late game. Says Johnny. Thanks for the good time, the good night. See you, Mac! Greeks are definitely not C tier if the Huns are knocking on your door. It's a big qualifying if. I make my tier lists without those qualifiers. No ifs, buts, or maybes. Just independently good is what I'm after in my tier lists. Because, of course, it's very easy in Humankind to place qualifiers, right? If you play a scientific culture, Greeks are great. If you've got someone on your border, Greeks are bad. If you played this culture in the last era, then this one is great. That kind of thing. Easier to do. Right. Olmecs. Who are we playing as next? I am keen to get through to the medieval era as quickly as possible, so I won't be hanging around for my extra fame like we would normally do. This is a bad idea, by the way. I'm keen to blast through. So, who's it gonna be? Bye, Mac. I will let the vote for you. It's time for Transcend. So we could Transcend as the Olmecs. I reckon maybe the Morians might be a good pick for us. Also kind of a fun one because they're an Aesthete culture again. So we might see some synergies come through. And we could also get wonderful influence, a little bit of science too. And then for my last option in the shortlist, unless you guys type some in now, I feel like maybe... Oh goodness, we are really out of options. The Romans are good, but you don't get their unit until super late in the piece, and arguably the rest of their benefits aren't that extreme. In many ways, you could argue that actually the Goths might be better choices. It's either Olmec or Mauryan. Yeah, absolutely, Alexander. Comparing within the list, right? Because that's the only decision point you have to make, really. I can't account for who you played before. I can't account for who you played after. I can't really even account for who you could play during the era because some things may be taken. But I have to draw a line somewhere. You had to log out of G2G and the game and then relog back in separately. Right, so a big, hard, fast reset. Okay, it looks like it's either the Morians or the Olmecs for this run. Okay, bring it. Bring it. Morians or Olmecs? Alright, who's it gonna be? Let your vote be heard. Interestingly, I am close to my fame. Like I say, I'm not actually necessarily playing this to min-max my fame, but seeing as we're so close, I'll tick through a turn and, and let you guys get your votes in. Aesthete stars. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Maybe we should use our ability. We don't need to. Incredible. Although we can convert that one, I suppose. Om nom nom. Would be really nice to have a second city, and this is only going to cost 40 influence to do it. Might make it this one because it borders them. Let's do it. And here's a wonderful Olmec building. Boom. And then let's attach this up. Get its Olmec building there. Get some foodie quarters around. And expel a whole load of population to quickly get those online and ramp up our food generation like there's no tomorrow. Speaking of, actually, I might buy the influence gen and also get the old horses infrastructure in place first too. Brilliant, great success. Wonderful successfulness was had. Only transcend the glory of the Olmecs. You're losing that vote. You know where you sync your game in G2G? It asked me for my password again. Interesting, I actually reset my... Like, I fully logged out and reset mine as well this morning, Gareth, but it didn't work. Sad face looks like the Olmec gang ends here. Oh, the poor Olmecs. They tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Man, they are really being outvoted. We're going to upgrade into the, Olmecs 2.0. The second Olmec. Well, I should have probably bought this quite a while ago.
Once you discover writing, you can literally throw the book at them.
Get organized warfare just in case. Their city is size 15. That's outstanding. However, I believe I just got my gold stars. Yay! It's really tempting to stay, but like I say, that is actually not my secret mission. I have a different secret mission this time. Oh, stability is a big yikes. Get that up. Also, let's get some garrisons on that border.
Your people see it as a place of safety.
Just keep throwing people at it.
Only your friends know of the extensive wine cellar. To harness the
Throw people
power
at this
of water
industry as
itself,
well.
you
Why
want
not?
to feed your people. That should
Great
make it
success. San Lorenzo getting its districts online. We are taking no chances. Probably during the next stream. See you next time, Chaotic. It will likely be tomorrow. But I'll discuss that at the end here. Reuting. Alright, you guys voted 52% in favor of the Morians. So the Morians, it shall be. Let's do it. A little bit of science, a little bit of faith, a little bit of fun. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away.
Ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability. Looking for ideas? How about science and elephants? I'd say the Maurians had a couple of good ones there.
Did you enjoy that wonderful cut screen while I microwaved my coffee? I'll never live it down. I will never live it down. Oh, Brandon ticked over 2 months membership. Go you, Brandon. Amazing. Right. Probably need philosophy. This city is tanking stability literally like there's no tomorrow, which is always fun. Let's just expel some population to lift that up. And go the old garrison on the border trick up there as well, I reckon. Yoink. Brilliant. And where's that bloody Overwatch when you need it? Not there, apparently. Huh. Cool. Signature microwave coffee now available at your local store. Imagine. Oh, wow. There's a lot more world than I imagined. Let's head down.
And now you've met the Mycenaeans.
Now I've
Let's
met the
hope relations
Mycenaeans,
go
apparently.
well. Their forts.
Shivers. Oh, no. Actually, let's go unorthodox, plus 25 stability on the capital,
But at least the
just to
king
really help us
wants to
lift that up. Can we also use our Aesthete thing here to try and strengthen our cultural influence? That would be interesting, Johnny. It's really difficult to make those lists where you draw comparisons between eras. And I actually fully disagree with anybody who's made like a complete tier list, unless they've taken into account is it era by era. Because like, for example, and I love your idea about doing a counted list, but how does that work when you have 1.6 million combinations of cultures? Like, I'm gonna be here all day. We're gonna have to do like a mega like a 58-hour live stream, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's get those bad boys down. Just gonna expel all my population out of here constantly to get these stupas online. They give adjacency with anything? Question mark? No. They count as research quarters. So I do want to put them more towards strategics. Which I have mostly none. They also do just get a generic benefit from adjacent districts though, so even just in areas where we have like slightly built up is probably a good idea. But let's get a couple of research quarters down in and around them. Sorry, stability. I am paying 0 attention to you. Although, actually, let's go for... I think it's standing army, isn't it? Yeah, plus 5 stability on garrison. Let's do that. And then trade expeditions for the embarkment on an era-by-era level. Basically, the AI has Khmer, who can I use? Yeah, there would need to be ways to refine it, wouldn't there? Even then, of course, you have Khmer, and then you have 9 possible options. And then you have the Morians and 9 possible options. And then you have... I guess I could just say, this is your best pick, and this is your worst pick. Because otherwise, again, still, it would be this culture versus 9, this culture versus 8, this culture versus 7, so on and so forth. I believe. I believe. Yes, the AI does tend to pick based on their traits, don't they? I haven't actually seen hard data to support that. But it is my feeling, and I believe the feeling of others. Is that, yeah, the AI does choose based off their traits, and because everybody tends to choose the same traits, right, the big industry ones, maybe a big food one, it tends to be that the AI is playing the same thing again and again. But I do wonder. Yes, I do wonder. Look, Jumbo's having stability problems. Who would have thought? Problems? Well, I mean, I could choose to shrink it. It's not... I mean, it is a problem, but also it's not a problem. Also, I've been declared war on by the Norse. Can you not? Oh, good God.
This emblematic unit certainly appears to be ready to leave their mark on something. Or
Oh, good God. Okay. Everything's fine. Let's just, quickly spam out a standing army. Here we go. We have garrisons here, don't we? Oh, but they're all the way over there. I kind of want one nearer to the city. So I might just start building that while I have no pop. Likewise, we can probably rein in the expansionism. Maybe just grab this territory and then call it a day down here. Right, which way are they heading? They are heading to the capital. Where are my peasants?
Off we go.
They're just gonna sweep me. This is not how this was supposed to go. Well. Do I not have palisades? Okay, here's two that I can probably defeat. Oh shoot, we don't have iron. Just sort of slightly... We do have standing army. Do I just not have any in my borders? Oh, disaster. Absolute disaster. Where's my iron? I don't know. Okay, let's send you back this way. Ooh. Well, this was an absolute disaster. Good night, Ezreal. Good to see ya. Please, can you reinforce? Oh, why? Here come a couple of cavalries. I don't like that. Feel like these units can probably take this one down. But they can't see it. There we go. It's an absolute bloodbath. They got one shot. Oh, I thought they would survive 2 rounds. That is ridiculous.
Let's keep this conversation short.
We're just gonna offer them surrender and become their vassal. Just to... Wow, look at all these units. Oh, get out of town.
Your first harbor gives access to endless expanses of the vast blue seas.
Okay, there's a
Great
replacement
voyages and
city.
discoveries.
This one sadly got
Should have been
subdivided. But thankfully we kept the capital, so every cloud has a silver lining. We actually only lost that territory, which is kind of weird.
With 5 research quarters, you're going to run out of questions to answer.
Wow. I think it's probably a really good thing that we vassalized out. Just because, Oh, look, here's army composition when you need it. Just because we just need a bit of time. We need a bit of time to just build up some units and stuff. Like, not having iron, pretty big setback. But we've got 1, 2, 3 cities still, so that's okay. Potentially we can pick up 4 from the AI down south. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's keep units positioned in the capital. We have a little bit of a standing army now. Except for, hilariously, in the capital, where there is basically nothing. So, let's get a couple of swordsmen to just stand there. And down here, probably need these infrastructural upgrades. Here's looking at you, walls. There's peasants online. Shame that didn't happen. Just slightly earlier would have been really nice. But it is what it is. Walls. Yes. And boom, boom, boom. Build a couple of those. Unbend the knee. Oh, you bet ya. This knee is going to be so unbent. It's not even funny.
The Aesthetes of the Edo era.
Religious rites.
Ancient
Big
and
mood.
refined culture.
Let's go mounted warfare for our elefantes.
If you annoy them.
Amazing. And couple of swordsmen there as well, just to strengthen this city up. Because look at this. Oh my goodness, I was absolutely gonna get wrecked. They would have just steamrolled me. And credit to them as well, because that is absolutely the right play. Stability's tanking here as well. There you go. Instantly on the upward. Boom. Alright, let's help that recover up a bit. And religious tolerance. Okay, so the reason why I was keen to bring us to this era... Oh my goodness, we've just lost everyone. We've got no one. Best meme ever in the Discord. Amazing. I spat my wine out lit lucky. Oh my goodness, how good. Have you done the one city achievement yet? Oh, that is a fun one, yeah. Wow, look at this. We have really been decimated. Really been absolutely decimated. I wonder who... I guess we would choose the Franks, and this would become a weird aesthete run where we can combine a little bit of faith and science from our unique districts with influence generation, right? And that's probably the way this run would go. And then, interestingly though, we can't even keep our social pressure. Look at how fragmented that is. Mainly because we've been hoovered up by our neighbour. Frank's culture run, yes, yes, yes. Unfortunately, I'm going to actually end the stream here. The reason why I wanted to take us to this era was because I wanted to be able to test run each of the cultures for my upcoming medieval cultures tier list. Now, what I should have thought of, right? What I should have thought of, so I'm just going to back out. What I should have thought of doing was, when I set up the game, I should have done a couple of things. Firstly, I should have removed opponents so that people couldn't beat me to it. And secondly, I should have changed the difficulty so that they couldn't have beat me to it, right? Now, this is how I would normally set up a tier list game. I'd be like, right, so I need lower difficulty so I don't get beaten. I want blitz speed, and then I want, like, no opponents. That would be how I would normally do it. However, unable to set that up this time. So, what I will do now is wrap up the stream here. But, I want to really talk to you about tomorrow's stream, because, I'll probably stream again tomorrow, because this one was a bit short, it was a bit weird. What I would like from you now, quickly, while we're still here, is your feedback on what I should do. What would you like to see? My ideas are, we scratched the True Earth itch a little bit today playing Tiny True Earth. I would quite like to see full True Earth again, so that could be fun. Maybe a faith run. We could try and choose cultures based on faith generation and go for like a, go for a little bit of an unorthodox run. A second Tiny Cute Earth run. Could play Tiny Earth again, potentially. Yep. Although, unfortunately, it was just too tiny. I'm not against playing an Earth map, but I would like it to be a large Earth map. Because those massive ones are really fun. The tiny ones, not so much. Well, it was fun, but, you know, it was a bit limited. Speaking of a bit limited, what is the start? I'm just trying to get a save file where I can test out the medieval cultures. Okay, there we go. While you're throwing your suggestions in, I'm just going to play through a game how I would play through it if I wanted to test the cultures. Which would be to choose the Egyptians, not the Olmecs. Tiny Earth vs 9 AIs. Unfortunately, I can't. It is limited. The Tiny Earth map is actually limited as a tiny map. So, sadly, I can't add more AIs to it. It sucks, I know. I really want to. I'd love to just cram it full. Of course, it wouldn't work, but it would be fun. Faith, yeah. Stability run, only choose cultures that increase stability. That could be fun too. A cheeky Joe start. Definitely faith. Are you restarting, or did the stream just start? The stream did not just start. This is a new run. Yeah, faith then. Maybe we want to do a faith game. On the topic of Neolithic era, what exactly triggers the legacy trait? Yeah, so I've covered that in videos before. You need to complete your 10 out of 10... What's the word I'm looking for? Curiosities! You need to find the scientific curiosities. You need to find 10 of them on a normal game, and that will allow you to unlock that trait. And it's almost always worth sticking around for, I find. There are some cases where it isn't, but by and large, it's almost always worth hanging about and getting that. Speaking of, look at this amazing Joe start. Always, oh my god, there's another one. Oh, I always get the best Joe starts. And it's always on these weird meme runs where I'm not even trying to get them. Look at that. Here's your start for your stability run. It would be hard. Joe and Poles are the big ones. Yeah, I suppose you'd be looking at ways to indirectly buff your stability, perhaps. Because there are, you're right, few actual direct ways. Although I guess we could use a religion to do it as well.
It is not just a bunch of buildings. It is warmth, protection, and, praise the gods, a bit of privacy.
And then send this one down to claim this. And grab calendar and grab domestication. I always stick around for it. I played trash cultures in the ancient era, so I can always stay forever. Faith run, faith run, faith run. Man, there is a lot of interest in a faith run. So what would a faith run look like then? And what would our preconditions be? It looks like we're going to do a faith run tomorrow as a proper stream. I'm thinking for game speed, maybe we go either slow or max.
And a lasting memory of this era.
I haven't played a max speed run in a really long time. Usually because it just takes so long that I can't complete it in a single stream. It tends to be the reason why I've avoided it. But it might be doable, particularly if we're going to settle in for a bit of a marathon. Huge, slow, 8 players. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. 8 players or 10. The more players we add, the less choice we'll have in the early game, is the only thing to remember. Fast works fine. Huge and slow. Fast is, I think, maybe my least favorite. And achievements. Are there any specific achievements for a faith run? Oh my god, 19 industry, slow me down. I wonder, like, is there any particular one that I should be aware of? None come to mind. But maybe I could have a look through and see which one I need. All of them! I can look through and see which one that I need in particular. And then try and beeline for that. What ones haven't I got? I think there's about 25% left for me to get. And they're probably fairly unorthodox ones. Cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis. Let's grab that. And hoover that up. +5 is pretty bad. Let's just keep building around this one. That one's the god one. Jeepers. Gotta lower it. See your stability. I'm not even gonna care about my stability this time. This is what I think of you and your stinking stability. Carpentry, boom, boom, boom. So we're playing as a builder, so getting districts down is the quickest way I'm going to be able to get through to the next era. So, let's try and do that.
With 5 makers
Keep
quarters, an
spamming
empire could
about.
build
There's a
interesting-
nice... Another good one for Joe! Oh my goodness. I need to play as Ed or Japanese in this run, clearly. More land? No. Sorry for the caps. You're all good. Oh, excuse me. Earning yeah, like a max fame run would be fun as well. And there's a challenge for that, isn't there? For earning all stars. Someone did it on the Discord, I believe. Which is super cool. I'm not sure if I could even do it on Humankind difficulty, to be honest. Glad you got your favorite culture, lol. Thanks, Harrison. Good to see you. All eras, all stars is really hard. Yeah, maybe I could maybe try it on a normal difficulty. Although I still haven't even played a game on normal difficulty. I don't even know what normal difficulty is like. Okay, let's keep exploring. Fishing, because that gives us districts that we can build for free on our outposts with influence. Very good. And... oh my goodness, so much stuff is going on. Blitz mode. I cannot keep up. Let's ransack that. And you will want to claim us this land, no doubt. Look at that. 25 industry.
Permanent settlement on
Incredible.
another continent.
Is our home continent captured too?
Globe-spanning imperialist you've become.
I'm a little concerned about our stability. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but maybe if we just spam some fortifications out this way. We can do them quite quickly, so I might as well. Bronze working. Have you done one? No, I haven't done the one of each affinity run yet either. That's another one that's quite close to the top of my list. I feel like it wouldn't be too difficult, so that's probably a goer for Humankind difficulty. Well, it would be difficult, I guess, to try and get any sort of reasonable synergies, but otherwise not too hard. Again, though, it also comes down to, like, can I get first pick? Because if you don't get first pick, then it can be a bit more difficult. This outpost is the god outpost. I'm gonna hoover my way along here. Nothing to see. Literally nothing to see. However, I have mapped the continent, which is always a good start. Get these harbours down.
Your first harbour.
Your first harbour.
Trade. Voyages of exploration. You will see many things out of this
Grab a
tiny
faith.
window onto a huge world.
Spoiler alert for our next run. These are some sick harbour tiles. They're actually kind of average. Faith Run, slow speed, huge map, 2 or more continents, only faith-based wonders. Oh, there's a precondition I hadn't thought about. Must choose the most religious. Oof. Oh no, don't you auto. Dang it. You had one job. It was to ransack the sanctuary. Nice. Memphis could definitely use grabbing a holy site. Smash one up there. And then a bit of food from these harbors. Looks like a juicy idea. Slaves, we don't need, we don't care about. Masonry, we do though. The dream Egypt run. Not really. It's sort of the opposite. I mean, it's been fine. We're a little bit pinned in on this continent, which again is not the end of the world, but difficult to try and get good cities online. Okay, there is literally everything done, I believe, except for that territory, which we won't be able to get till a bit later. Probably we want just spend all of our influence on these districts. Hurtle us toward that builder star if we can. Hey, and we're brilliant. We're through into the next era. So this save file, as I say, this is where I'm going to try and test the medieval cultures. So even though going through into the Mayans would be a great pick for us normally, I'm going to try and choose something different. Reason being, if you'd like a little insight, when I'm doing the culture lists, I try and make it so that the start doesn't have too many biases. So if I go builder into builder, that's a little too biased for me. What I want to do is try and choose 2 different types. So I'm going to actually go with the C-tier Greeks, because they provide me with some stuff that I otherwise wouldn't really be able to get. So I'm going to choose the Greeks. I know. And then get myself prepared for trade expeditions, which is really the big one in era number 2. Likewise, our faith, right? Here's another precursor to tomorrow's run. I'm not sure what a faith-only faith run would even do. I guess we would heavily rely on wonders to try and convert our faith into food. That's the obvious one. Maybe there are side benefits as well. But Jumbo, you said they're C tier. They are C tier. They suck. +3. Garbage. I know it scales with eras, but we're not talking about the Greeks in the contemporary era. We're talking about the Greeks in the classical era in these tier lists. +3 science. Get out of town. But hey, look at this. Here's some area that I prepared earlier. This is reasonable. Let's absolutely smash out this wonderful C tier culture, in every possible way. Now, it's adjacent to Research Quarter, isn't it? Because I think that's one of the other slightly annoying things about it. It's a shame it doesn't have adjacency to all districts. That would be quite cool. Should I get my second city? Let's do it up here. Lovely. +10. Cheeky, but I'll allow it. We don't have research quarters yet, so I can't actually build my adjacency to it. One of those annoying things about it. It's a little bit delayed. Angkor Wat Machu Picchu. Yeah, that's going to be a big thing for us, isn't it? You can't have it both ways. Yes, I can, Gareth. Might get a holy site for this city as well. Hoover that up. Brilliant. That's pretty garbage placement. We'll do it there. Might get Memphis to help out the gang. The gang's all here. 1 turn. Brilliant. Now, what did I want? I wanted trade expeditions, and philosophy is going to be quite important for us so that we can actually get some value out of this unique district other than +3! It gets more bonuses. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I am familiar with the Greeks. Trust me. Too familiar.
Most problems
Go small council this time, because we're about to get a... Maybe get a third city. Might be a bit greedy of me, but I'm going to try. And again, I'm just going to exchange people for infrastructure here. Sorry, people. The lack of research quarters is frustrating, but not impossible, because... Take a look at that. Yes. Brilliant. +18, +2. That's what I'm talking about. Stability's low, but we don't mind. So long as it doesn't fall below our golden hour, we should be okay. I'll work on a bit of infrastructure for the time being, though. Get some more garrisons down. Look at this. Garrisonville. Amazing. Go, you stupid city. Alright, now we can get some adjacent research quarters down. So let's try and do that. Try and add some value to this otherwise less than impressive district. Triggered. Anything else of vital importance for us? Maybe... Let's go through to feudalism. Stonehenge to get like +80 food. Oh, Stonehenge. Did you know that it gets +3 per era? Oh my god, Johnny, +3? No way. +3? Someone tell that to the Turks public school. That their district can be receiving +18. Lol. Let's try and buff it up. Let's try and make it the best it possibly can be. The dream scenario.
If a little knowledge
More research quarters. Look at it go. It's nearly as good as what a Joe... as what a Joe district could be in the ancient era. How good. Look at it go. +18. It's like a Joe next to 3 mountains now. And it only took us an extra third of the game. Lol. Ooh, let's get you some districts too. Let's just spam those down. We're gonna forego the adjacency bonus in favor of a little bit of science out of these garrisons. Get that garrison improvement as well. We'll need that in both of these cities just to handle their extreme growth that they are going through. So let's get that city watch online. Boom. Instant. Nice little booster to our stability. And I think we'll continue just to fill up this with more garrisons. Great success. Look at how defendable we are! Found the Turks to be quite an annoying pick. They're an interesting one. I suppose I understand what you're saying, but if you're behind in science or pop, yes. But again, that's an if qualifier, right? I'm not making my tier lists if you're behind on science or pop. That is not a precondition. I'm purely interested in power levels. And it's just underpowered. if an ace-like culture from the era before you can instantly get more science than you get from building 4 districts at -40 stability, then you're probably a little bit underpowered. Which is why I rank them at a C tier, slightly below average. I will literally never live it down. In my next tier list, I'm just going to rank everything at S tier. You guessed it, another S tier! House subscribes, brilliant. Let's try and up our science a bit more, actually. Just really double down. Say, to heck with stability. Give me science. Who is this? Woof. The Hunnic hordes. Thank goodness they're over on their own island. Otherwise we would be in huge trouble at the minute.
I do hope you're going to
Whew.
perform well.
4 technologies in a turn. Sounds pretty good to me. Amazing. Science stars. Fantastic. Independent people. Just so I don't piss anyone off. Yeah. +3 stability per era or plus combat strength per era. Yeah. I love the fact that it scales by era. I think that's quite useful. It's just, you're right, it's such a shame it's such a lousy benefit. Hunnic hordes are land-based mammals. Thank goodness for that. As I peruse around their island. Oh, speaking of, can we get someone up here, please? We don't have any units left? What the heck? Where did they all go? Kind of weird. One thing that the Greeks do have going for them is their fantastic hoplite. Gotta love a hoplite. I mean, granted, on paper, it's nothing to write home about, but I think it's a pretty good unit. Just to really scare them off, let's get war summons unlocked, and then come back through for some of these vital infrastructures. Nom 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 nom.
To harness the power of water itself in order to feed your people.
Just die already. Oh no. This is why we don't cross islands. A rebellion will cause. Why are we so faltering stability? It's because I'm going absolutely ham on these research quarters. Alright, let's get you some garrisons. It's time for Garrison Peninsula number 2. There you go. There's your stability. Get to work. It's so stupid. Just build a whole load of garrisons. And militarize that bad boy. Okay, so my units all auto-explored their way over here. And have suffered huge defeats. It is what it is. We've got our little island, and we don't care. Maybe more infrastructure needs to be built here while it's still flailing around a little bit. We are nearly ready to move through into the next era. Hallelujah. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
And search has become available to all.
Right. Okay, so everyone except for the Mongols is free. That is fantastic. Why'd you pick a C2 when you had an A tier available? The Romans are fairly middle of the road. Their unique unit is unlocked a bit late. It's very good, but it's unlocked very late. And otherwise, I mean, they do provide some stability, which is quite hard to get and perhaps a little underrated. But yeah, by and large, they're pretty average. Okay, so I've made it to the medieval era. Hallelujah, this is exactly where I needed to be. So what I'm going to do is save that. Let's call it medieval tier list. And then, literally what I do to gather the footage is just load, play the culture, play around with it a bit, do the research on it, gather the information to put on the overlays, and then repeat. And I go through and do the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, through all 10 of them. So thank you for joining me here in this fairly informal ending to the stream, where I've basically just worked through to set up this tile. Maybe that was useful to those of you stuck around. Maybe you like to hear a little bit more about my processes. This is exactly how they work. More importantly though, thank you for discussing tomorrow's playthrough. So tomorrow's playthrough, we're going to do a faith-based run, probably on Humankind difficulty, and probably on a huge map at slow speed. I suspect slow speed. So yeah, so I'm gonna now spend literally the next 4 hours to 5 hours going through and making this tier list video. So thank you for joining me and keeping me company. I do appreciate it. Yes, Huck, I will get back to you. And of course, maybe endless. Slow speed or endless speed? I'm not sure. But either way, today we were also, in case you forgot, celebrating 12,000 subscribers. So thank you to the 12,000 of you who decided to hit that little red button and support me. Also, I would love to spend more time in the Discord. I'm just so busy. It's the truth. I am just so busy. By the time I sit down at the end of the day, pull out my laptop and open up the Discord, it's like 10 p.m. But absolutely, I would love to spend more time in there. But as you can imagine, you stream for 4 hours, you spend 4 hours making a video, you spend 2 hours sending emails and doing business stuff. It doesn't leave a lot of time left in the day. There's a little thing. But no excuses. Absolutely would love to spend more time in there. I will see you tomorrow. If you want to join me for the big faith game run. I'm not sure if it's even going to be a victory, but we shall see. And thanks, of course, to everybody who supported me fiscally during this stream. We had 4 new channel members, which was absolutely wicked. And also some very generous super chat donors. Namarath, Think, a couple of big ones at the start. Star Heels, Devilish as well, kicked us off with $2. Then Huck, a big tenner. Giacomo, $9.99. Gareth chucked a cheeky tour at me. Noah with $5. Scott, the real MVP. Scott, I'm sorry, I wanted to verse you in this game to thank you for your generous donation yesterday, but I was unable to set it up. I will also work on that at some point today, while also trying to get onto the Discord. I need to get my personas fixed for tomorrow's stream. God help me. But otherwise, yes, thank you very much. Peter as well, our new channel member with 106 and stage 2. I have to see the memes. All right, I will see the memes. Thanks so much, everybody. And until tomorrow, I will see you then. Take care and bye-bye.